Beach break or city escape?
Action-packed adventure or pure sun-soaked holiday?
Summer is officially here, but if you've not yet booked your next getaway, don't panic. The Travel Smart team is here to help.
We've chosen our personal picks, the places we love to return to, and those hidden gems we think are definitely worth exploring.
So whether you're after some fresh holiday inspiration or just need a nudge to hit that book now button, we are here to help you find your perfect summer destination.
Portugal is a classic for a summer getaway, and my top tip? Porto. This place is ridiculously photogenic. It'll set your Instagram on fire, and it's completely walkable. You don't need public transport to get around. For me, the most picturesque spot was the Ribeira district, which is a UNESCO heritage site, and exploring the area, you can see why. Around every corner, there's a gorgeous cobbled street and beautiful patchwork buildings painted in yellow. Porto is also known for its stunning tile murals. They have really intricate designs, which you can see all across the city. And if you come in by train, you'll see one of the best examples at the train station, which is a landmark in itself. I saw people going on tours just to see the train station. That's how beautiful it is. Of course, you can't visit without trying one of the things that Portugal is most famous for, and that's port. Across the river in Vila Nova de Gaia is Portugal's oldest porthouse, Copca, which was established in 1638. When I went with my partner, we got to indulge in some delicious port matched with dark chocolate. Naughty, but very nice indeed. Even if port is not your thing, I reckon this experience will change your mind.
Now, I like a little bit of adventure on my summer holidays. So for me, Morocco is a top destination. It's only a 4-hour flight from the UK, which is very manageable, but you feel like you're a world away from Europe. I'd always start my trip in Marrakech, which is excellent for a city break. You can stay in a riad for not too much money, and there's some very affordable hotels as well, and spend a couple of days wandering among the souks, shopping and eating. The food there is brilliant. I would then head up to the Atlas Mountains, where you'll be spoilt for choice in terms of activities. There's amazing mountain biking, and hiking is really accessible. One of my top tips would be to hire a local guide from the Berber community, as not only will they be able to show you the best hikes, amazing views, and really lovely villages to hike through, but they'll also very likely know people in the local community. And this is a community that is incredibly hospitable. People will very likely invite you in. You can have a meal with a local family, they'll serve tea, and with a local guide, they'll be able to really immerse you in the culture. As much as I love Marrakech, this summer I'm probably looking for a slightly slower pace of life for my city break, which is why I've been considering Agadir, which is on the coast. Now, I spent some time a little bit further down the coast in Tagazu, which is a very laid-back surf town. And to get that same sort of vibe, there are plenty of resorts in Agadir where you can just kick back on the beach and relax. There's also tons of culture nearby.
If you're looking for a great city break this summer, I'd recommend visiting Prague. I know it's known as a bit of a boozy destination with a few stag do's here and there, but when I visited with my boyfriend, we had a completely different experience. If you're really into your architecture, then this is the place for you to visit, with its Baroque, Romanesque and Gothic styles, and one of the standout spots was the medieval astronomical clock. I'd also recommend going and visiting Prague Castle that's perched on a hillside. One of the things I value in travelling is seeking a break on a budget, and Prague certainly delivered. I visited with my boyfriend, but I could see why it'd be a great place to come with a group of friends, especially because of its cheap pints, costing around £2.40. Where else are you going to get that in Europe? But aside from the drinking, there's so much that Prague has to offer, from its historical architecture, its cultural hotspots, to its all-around beauty, and that's why I would recommend a visit this summer.
All right, Emilee, we've heard from the rest of the team, but what's your perfect summer escape?
You can't beat the Balearics for me. I've been to Ibiza and I've been to Mallorca quite a few times.
And what are your highlights on, well, particularly Mallorca, the biggest island?
My favourite thing to do in Mallorca is to take the old wooden train from Palma to Soller in the mountains. You get these absolutely incredible mountain views as you're trundling along. And if you've got a bit more time on your hands, you can go from Soller via the tram down to Port de Soller and have lunch on the beach. There's this gorgeous spot called Patiki Beach, which I personally rate. It serves amazing fresh seafood and local Mallorcan wines. So Simon, tell me about your perfect summer holiday destination.
In terms of sheer value, I am aiming straight for Turkish shores. You are guaranteed a warm welcome, warm sunshine, and to stretch your pounds. Antalya itself, the airport that you fly into, is a fascinating city. I've made a 48 hours film there, so much to see. And then going west along the coast, Dalaman really opens up some lovely, quieter resorts. What about you? Have you had much experience of Turkish adventures?
I've been to Bodrum, in fact, but it was more of a clubbing holiday. I think we probably didn't see as much culture as we should have done.
Well, there is plenty to see there, including the original mausoleum. So I urge you to return there soon, perhaps with a different set of eyes.
Yeah.
So those were just a few of our top picks for summer.
If you're still unsure where to go, visit independent.co.uk/travel for ideas, inspiration and tips.
And for more episodes of Travel Smart, go to Independent TV or the Independent app.
See you next time.